In combat sports, strategy, technique, and endurance often determine victories. But every now and then, the universe throws us a curveball, delivering heart-pounding moments that remind us of the sheer unpredictability of the arena. Today, we're diving into a thrilling countdown as we explore times when fighters won with a last-second knockout. Audley Harrison versus Michael Sprott II. In the wild world of 2010, the stage was set for a heavyweight showdown of epic proportions. Audley Harrison versus Michael Sprott II. Now, this wasn't your ordinary clash. It was a winner wave goodbye situation for Audley Harrison, who once dazzled the world with his Olympic gold glory. But there was a score to settle, a vendetta to uphold against his fellow Brit brawler, Michael Sprott. You see, 3 years prior, Sprott had delivered a knockout symphony to A-Force.
As well, also a big man.
Leaving Harrison in a daze and the world gobsmacked. It was a defeat that still stung like a bee, and this was his chance to even the score. Audley Harrison found himself in a tight spot as the clock ticked down, trailing on all the scorecards. But then, out of the boxing god's playbook, a divine left hook descended from the heavens. Tuck against the ropes, Audley had absorbed Sprott's onslaught, showing the resilience of a heavyweight warrior. And just when it seemed like the final bell was about to ring, boom! That left hook connected, turning the arena into a frenzy of roars and screams. Harrison's triumph catapulted him into the spotlight, right into a WBA heavyweight title fight against David Haye. Carl Frock and Jermaine Taylor. Up next is the thrilling tale of Carl Frock and Jermaine Taylor, a clash that had hearts pounding and popcorn flying in the boxing arenas of 2009. It was a dramatic showdown where the Cobra Frock found himself trailing on not one but two of the three scorecards. The tension was thick enough to cut with a boxing glove, but fear not, this story will take a twist that even Hollywood would envy. Frock, with a heart of a lion, unleashed a rally that could rival a superhero's comeback tale. Mind you, he had tasted the canvas thanks to Bad Intentions Taylor's third-round strike. The stage was set for an epic showdown. Carl's trainer then threw out some words to motivate his guy, and oh boy, deliver he did. A colossal right hook launched Frock into a whirlwind of action, raining punches upon Taylor's body and head like a storm of fury. Taylor tried to get up, determined to fight on. All these weren't enough because in 15 seconds that felt like an eternity, Nottingham's warrior unleashed a relentless attack of 18 punches. James Toney versus Charles Williams. Up next, we have James Toney versus Charles Williams, a championship clash that would have everyone on the edge of their seats with a mere 15 seconds left on the clock. The IBF super middleweight title hung in the balance, and James Toney, the reigning champion, held a tenuous advantage as the 12th and final round dawned. Across the ring, Charles Williams had played his cards well, suffocating Toney throughout the contest. Toney, facing a fog over his left eye, was seemingly against the ropes, but as Williams eased off the throttle in the closing rounds, Toney found his opening. He gave out a quick jab, followed by some right-hand combinations. Williams had no choice but to head straight to the floor. The force of impact twisted Williams' body like the iconic Wembley Arch. The crash onto the canvas was a punctuation mark to a fight that had left the world breathless. Murad versus Dorticos. In 2018, within the electric atmosphere of the Bolshoi Ice Dome in Sochi, a boxing showdown for the ages unfolded. Murad versus Dorticos, a clash that would leave the world speechless, with a mere 8 seconds left on the clock. As the 12th round dawned, the canvas became a battleground of dreams and determination. Gassiev unleashed his might, flooring Dorticos twice, the impact resonating like thunderclaps through the arena. The writing on the wall was clear. Gassiev's victory was inevitable. Gassiev then landed a punch that sent Dorticos soaring through the ropes like a boxer taking flight. Abel Ramos versus Bryant Perella. Our next spotlight falls on Abel Ramos and Bryant Perella, two welterweights who clashed in February 2020. Perella's dominant performance had him outlanding Ramos by over 2 times. But hold on, Ramos had an ace up his sleeve. He unleashed a storm of blows, culminating in a knockout that left Perella sprawled on the canvas, with applause echoing in the arena. Wobbly and struggling, Perella could have clinched victory given his lead on the scorecards. Yet the referee saw something that didn't sit right and stopped the fight right then and there. In a sport where every second matters, this tale is a reminder that boxing's drama often extends beyond the punches, revealing its unpredictability with every decision made. Chris Eubank versus Michael Watson II. The aftermath of this WBO super middleweight title bout casts a long shadow over its result. Both fighters tasted the canvas in those closing moments of the 11th round. Watson's downfall, however, carried an even heavier price, marking the unfortunate end of his career. Eubank's sleek uppercut tore through Watson's defenses mere moments after Eubank's own rendezvous with the canvas. The second rope became an unwilling accomplice as Watson's head snapped against it. As the 11th round drew close, Watson was guided back to his corner where Jimmy Tibbs and Dean Powell tried to mend their wounded warrior. Watson appeared sharp, prompting his return to the ring for the final stanza, a match he had been dominating comfortably according to the scorecards. With the final bell's chime, a ferocious Eubank sensed vulnerability. Even though 151 seconds remained on the clock, destiny had dealt Watson a different hand. In those fleeting seconds, his boxing journey came to a close. That fateful night gave Watson a life-altering blow, propelling him into a 40-day coma and forcing him to undergo 6 brain surgeries. Mike Weaver versus John Tate. Mike Hercules Weaver, sporting a 21-9 record, wore the label of an easy target, a perception carefully nurtured by Bob Arum. Arum's intention was to catapult the 24-year-old Tate into the limelight. Tate, a force to be reckoned with in his 20 unblemished battles, sought his share of boxing glory. The champion stood superior in every aspect, casting a shadow over Weaver. However, as the 15th round bell started, Don Manuel, Weaver's manager, ignited a spark in Mike, challenging him to knock his opponent out. And so, Weaver pressed forward in the waning moments of the battle. Then, in a crescendo of effort, a colossal left hook was unleashed, and a thunderclap sent a weary Tate plummeting to the canvas, his body resting face down in a motionless state. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Mayweather Sr. In 1978, another boxing spectacle unfolded. Sugar Ray Leonard locking horns with Floyd Mayweather Sr. This collision occurred when both were boxing fledglings, their fight records barely reaching 17 battles apiece. Remarkably, Mayweather entered the ring with 2 weeks of training, adding a dash of intrigue to this tale. He stepped into the ring with an audacious thought. He could topple Leonard, especially after the enigmatic stare-down episode. And as the 10th and final round commenced, Leonard's unease had evaporated. With a mere minute and 10 seconds on the clock, he seized the opportunity to close the chapter with a victory. In the 8th round, Leonard sent Mayweather to the canvas not once but twice, a testament to his prowess. And then, with just 44 seconds left in the 10th and final round, the referee intervened, halting the bout. That's all for today's episode, folks. If you enjoyed watching, leave a like and share it with your friends. You can also comment and let us know what you'd like to see from this channel in the future. Also, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. You'll want to check out our other videos. Stay tuned for more awesomeness. Thanks for watching.